guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. It is Thursday. It's getting towards the end of the week. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? It's sometimes like going through those days. It's like every day. It's like, okay, one more day. And I know, like, being stay-at-home mom, it's like those days, you used to, like, it's not like you go, oh, it's Friday, good, it's my day, I get to be done. No, because you still have Saturday, you still have Sunday. There really are no days that you get off. So I know people would like live for the weekend, and it's like, but for moms sometimes it's like, no. And even you don't necessarily have to be a stay-at-home mom. You can be a working mom as well, and you can still just go, no, because the weekend just means I have to do other things. And so you just have to set some time for yourself if it's possible. And I know it's not always possible. I've had 10 kids. It was me as the caregiver. Greg was gone at work all the time, 70, sometimes 80 hours a week at times, not all the time, mostly 60 hours, 55 to 60 hours. That's still a long time to be gone. So it was all on me. And when you have little kids and you don't have a big support group to like help you with, it's a lot of work. So you're either gonna sink, or you can kind of swim, or you can just kind of tread and get through it. And sometimes I feel like treading is sometimes okay. Yeah, it's great. You can rise above, be amazing. And sometimes you feel like that. And some days you just feel like treading and you're like barely making it. But the beauty is you still did. So getting through those days, I know for myself what helped hugely was having a routine. And it doesn't have to be anything great. I mean, you watch YouTube videos and people have these morning routines and they do all this great stuff. They go to the gym, they go do all these things, and you're like, wow. Or they go to Starbucks and every morning you're like, yeah, no, that's not my day. There's no like, sometimes you can't even get a shower by yourself. I get it. But if the key is you can put a shower someplace in your day, and that might mean like after the first time you nurse the baby, you lay him down, go take a shower. Or maybe you take it at night and you just get dressed in the morning. I don't know, whatever. It's going to look different for everybody. That's the beauty of life. It's like, it's not going to look the same. We watch movies, we watch YouTube, we watch social media, and you see people and you're like, that's how my life should look. And it doesn't necessarily. And I know myself, I can start watching it and get sucked in and go, why is my life not like that? Why don't I have those things? Where people might see my life and go, why don't I have those things? Or whatever. We can all look at everything, but we just have to look ultimately at our own lives and go, okay, this is where I'm at in life. What am I going to do with the life that I have been given, or the life that I chose? Maybe you screwed things up. Maybe you chose the wrong thing. Maybe you made bad, poor decisions in your life. All right? But there's a God with grace. And guess what? God, in the Bible, it says he will work all things out for good, but not for everybody. There's a little catchphrase, it's not for everybody. He will work all those things out for good to those who love him, those who are called and walk according to him. So the key is you have to seek him and then do what he says to do. And that's going to look different. Mine's going to look different, then yours is going to look different. Life is. So routines, schedules, those things are good. You don't have to be like so set in stone. We are not set in stone, but having like things to do. And so for us in our home, what's working for us right now is I'm getting up and I'm going for a walk in the morning. That's been really nice. I don't necessarily like to, but what I find is that I go up and I sit in my office and I have my cup of coffee. Maybe I'll have 2 cups of coffee, and then I'll do my work, and then I might sit for a little bit longer, and I might start scrolling, and I might just kind of go, okay, let me start my day. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I found that when I get up and I go for a walk first thing in the morning, gets Maxine out, gets me out, go by myself, fresh air. Now I'm not listening to anything. I don't bring any devices. It's just having quiet time. And there's nobody out, so it's super quiet, and it's just a peaceful, quiet walk. It kind of like gets me going for my day. And then I come back, and then I get ready. I don't even have my coffee before I go for a walk. It's actually helped me to drink less coffee. I only have 1 of these in the morning. I used to have 2 cups of coffee, and the last couple of weeks I've just had 1 in the morning. I don't know. So that's been helping me, and then I get ready. And then usually I get my list at night, so I kind of go over my stuff in the morning of what I have to do for the day. And so for me, I've been trying to either do a cleaning, if it's cleaning, or food, depending on my day. And then the kids are getting up doing their own routines. This is just my routine. And then we come together, usually about, 10:30, 11, and we'll do our group stuff together, and we'll do our reading together, and we'll do that kind of stuff together. And then we take a break after we're done with that, and then we do our group chores. And that means it might be something like putting dishes away. So these might sit here all the way until, lunchtime, or whenever we get to that part of our day. And then we'll do those chores, and then we usually work for a little bit that way. come back together, and then we do our school stuff together that we do, and it's mostly me checking stuff and, you know, checking up on what they're doing, those kind of things. And then it's like, okay, either depending on if they have more stuff to do, or if they have more chores or whatever. And then I said, okay, let me go get some more filming done, or, you know, if I have a big project, I like to do that then, and then they can go take either some time for themselves, school, whatever they choose to do for that, like a little bit of time. It's usually about an hour, and then we go for a walk. So I kind of, sometimes I'm done filming at that time, sometimes I'm done, I might not be done in the middle of a chore, and I might just let me finish this part up so I can get done with it. And then usually I start to like editing my video, but if I don't, it's okay, because I usually set a timer and I say, okay, this time let's go for a walk. Let's make sure we get out and go for a walk. So we go out and we get for a walk, get some fresh air, and that's always good to do. It's good to get out and just breaks up your day a little bit, just to give yourself those little bit of mental breaks during the day has made all the difference. I know for myself it has. I can't say I'm hoping to keep on this, because I feel like when we moved here, I didn't have a lot of routine. I mean, it was all new, and there's like a lot of to do, and it just, you know, learning everything. You got to get back in the routine, and you don't really get a break from anything. And it's like you jump right back into life, and it's like, okay, you know, instead of taking time off, not filming, not doing those things and doing that, I just continued. And so I'm seeing like, okay, I need to make sure that I take a little bit more of that time, and I'm doing that now. And it's a good thing. It's a great thing. So you do what you can do, and so now it's like, okay, I feel like it's a little bit more rest. So like right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm finally starting filming, and I'm okay with that. That's the beauty of it. It's like, it's okay. You know what? It's gonna get done. If I had to get up early, like tomorrow, we're gonna go head out and do some stuff. So I'm gonna get up early, but like today, I didn't have to. So I slept in. I didn't even set my alarm. Beautiful thing not to have to set your alarm, and just woke up after Greg got up, and it's like just get my day rolling. And so it's just, that's been working for us. Is it going to be always? No, not always. I'm hopeful it'll continue, but it's helping me a lot the last few weeks kind of get into, you know, routines and getting things done. I'm even thinking about like cleaning routine and getting my whole list made out. And a lot of people said, well, I miss your old life. I miss your old way you did things. Well, it's because we lived at that house for how many years? 6 years? 6 years, 7 years at that old house. I had my home all set up to be my home. I got cozy in it. We had things. I redid things. We painted. We put flooring in. We did a whole lot in that home. I had my stores I went to. I found what we like to make that we can buy there. And I had my cleaning routine down. We had but that took years to accomplish that. Years. It wasn't done in a day. So here, we've lived here 7 months, and I'm like, we're finally putting things on the wall. And I'm like, that's okay. If you look at my old house, I think you look back at way old videos, you'd be surprised what the house used to look like. A lot different than the ending when most people found me on YouTube. And so it just takes time. And so it's like you just have to naturally, you can't force things. If you know, let people, the pressure, like, get this done, I don't like this, you need to change this, you should, well, whatever. I'm glad I didn't succumb to pressure, succumb to people's ideas of getting your house in gear. It looks better. Well, you know what? It'll get there. Eventually, we will get it done. And now I'm like, I like what I have. I love waking up and seeing my shelf. Like these over here, we had that clock up there with the shelves. I never really loved that. And it was more like, put something on the wall. Get something on the wall, Mom. You need something on the wall. So I put up what we had. But I like, every day I look at it, I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. And when you're sitting here for most of your days working in this environment and you're staring at something you don't love, it's like, why? It's not fun. It's not good. So I'm happy to be able to get things set and good, and they work for me. That's the beautiful thing of it. So take your time, and it doesn't matter what season you're in. It might be you've lived in your house for 5 years, and maybe you just had a lot of little kids, and now you're finally feeling like you can breathe and you can put some decorations on the wall. Awesome. If I tell you, when I had all my kids at home, all the little ones, I did not have a single picture on the wall at all. I didn't have knickknacks. We didn't even have furniture beyond things that you sat on, like couches and chairs. And you know why? Let me tell you why. Because it was extra cleaning. It was one more job of something to do. It really was. It's like, as soon as I started putting things out, I'm like, we're gonna have to clean that. That's something I have to dust. It's crazy. I know. I get it. But it's more to do. And I even think now, I'm like, now the chore list for a while here was real small. Now it's like, oh, it's a much bigger list. And now I'm like, wow, now we have more to clean. Now we have more to pick up. You just have more to do. You want to, if your life is crazy and you got lots of kids at home and you can't feel like you're sinking, get rid of some things. Declutter to a minimum. Simplify everything, and you'll be much happier. I promise. because you won't have so much to do. So, all right, that's enough chatting this morning. I'm just feeling like finally getting into like life here and getting things together, and that's a good thing. So that's a beautiful thing. So today, what are we doing today? What are we gonna do today? We are gonna make food today, and we are going to do some more cleaning today. I have a list up in my office, and I have all the little areas I've been wanting to get done and get cleaned, and I'm like, okay, today's gonna be another area. The kids are gonna focus on their rooms today, and so yesterday we did a little bit. I helped the boys in their room a little bit. They did most of it. They do. Jensen, he likes to clean, he does that, but Steven, he's not in that mode yet, and that's okay. It's just, I don't expect an 11-year-old boy to love organizing his room. Some do, some boys do. Mine just does not. He'd much rather create and make messes, and that's okay. But we went in there and we cleaned real good, and we vacuumed their floor, we steam mopped their floor. They have a rug in there, we had to clean real good. So got that part done. I'm like, okay, that was really good. So today I have like for them to all wash their bedding. This is the boys and the girls. Wash their beddings, wipe down their furniture, clean the knobs on their door, like the door handles, the light switches, and the molding and the floor baseboards in their house, in their bedrooms, that kind of stuff. So they're gonna focus on that today. That's gonna be their goal. So it'll be a lot of laundry, a lot of bedding getting washed. I'm like, it's gonna be rainy, but I'm like, it doesn't matter if we put it on the dryer anyways. I used to back in the day think, don't wash bedding unless it's nice out, but we don't hang anything outside, so that's okay. I did my whole life. We did in Michigan. We lived things on the clothes and lived them on the clothes, and that was all we did every morning. I'd carry baskets and baskets outside. Now, when you have 10 kids at home and you hang all your stuff outside, it's crazy. We didn't even have a dryer. We didn't have a dryer because you got 10 kids, something breaks, you just go, you know what? Do you really need that dryer? No, but you need a washer. So we hung everything out, and I did it. Did got fine. And one day I was hanging the clothes on, and one of my girlfriends was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're doing that. And she gave me like one of those Amish racks, and it was like a clothing rack, but it was much sturdier and thicker. And I'm like, wow, that made all the difference. But I'm like, but before that, I didn't know any different. We just used what we did, and we hung it out, and it worked just fine. So the less you know, and the less you think that you should have, it's like, and like the things you think you just do it. You just do what you can do without complaining. Nowadays, no one would think without going without a dryer, or most people wouldn't. You would go, oh my gosh, I need a dryer. But we did, for the longest time. And then when we moved, I was like, I don't even need a dryer. And we really didn't get one. We didn't get one for a long time. I was like, I was happy doing laundry the way we did it because it worked. It saved on our bills. And I'm like, it worked just fine. And so Michigan, I probably hung everything outside. Everything, towels, everything. My kid had stiff towels. Ask all the older ones, they remember the stiff towels. Sorry, we had a wood burner in our house too, and like a wood, we heated with wood, so we'd have like and it was cooler a lot, and I was able to hang towels like in a hook inside, and they just dried really nice. So anyways, that worked for back then. The mountains, our first house, we had a big front yard, and so we had a clothing rack in our front yard, like a clothesline, but it was so wet where we lived. The clothing would sit out for days. And so I was like, wow, that was my first realization that you can't hang clothes out here at all. The best time to hang them out was the winter. That's when things dried. And so then we moved, and we bought our house that you guys see most of the videos on. It was up a little bit higher, and we would just put like certain things outside. I didn't hang a lot of stuff outside. I hung my towels out to dry certain times of the year, but most of the time I could not because of the pollen. Pollen content is the highest in that little area of the United States as ever. But some things I'd hang out, their blankets, that kind of big stuff out there. So that's when I kind of weaned off the hanging out here. I don't even desire to hang anything outside. We have a washer and dryer. It's efficient, it works. I feel like the little expense that we have, I don't mind paying it because it's just, not that I've paid my dues, but I just don't feel like I have to do that anymore. Does that make sense? I'll do other things. I'll cut back on groceries. I'll do things frugally, but washer and dryer, I'm like, I don't mind doing that. I still hang some clothes up. Do I miss hanging stuff outside? No. The only thing I miss hanging outside is like my bedding, probably. And once in a great while, if it's really sunny, I might stick something outside, but like just kind of hang it over stuff. But I don't really miss things outside. So you do what you can do. But we did for 20-something years. Hanging things outside. Just the last little while, I haven't. So, okay, I was going to stop talking. What happened? So, that is what we're going to focus on today. That cleaning. I'm going to make food. I got a lot of veggies I'm going to cut up and do a veggie tray today. And dinner, I think we still have a lot of mac and cheese. So I thought, we had it for lunch yesterday. I'm like, how can I incorporate it into food? So I'm going to do chicken pot pie. I have another freezer meal. It's not a huge chicken pot pie. It's a little bit smaller. So I thought, It's not everybody's favorite. Some love it, some don't. So I thought if I can have that with the mac and cheese on the side, I think that'll be a winner. So we're gonna do that today. What else are we gonna do? I'm looking at my list. I'm gonna make, I think I'm gonna get out our popcorn machine. We haven't had popcorn in forever. And get out our popcorn machine and make some popcorn. That's something good to snack on. So it's gonna be a great day. It's a good day, whatever you do. It's like, you do what you can do. Get yourself a little goal. Get yourself a little list of things to do, and you can accomplish them. It doesn't have to be huge. I have my goal. My goal is gonna be bathrooms. That's my deep cleaning goal. Remember I told you I was going to leave them, and I decided to do them. So my goal is going to be deep cleaning the bathrooms, which it's not like I have to scrub them from daily use. It's more of like going through the dusting and making sure things are organized well. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Kids are going to do their room. We're going to do school. We're going to do life, all those good things. And we're going to make food today. It's going to be a great day. You ready for a good day? I hope you are, because I've been yapping away for a long time. Let me move you over here. Okay, let's go. Let's start. You know what I'm going to do is open up the package. I got, remember that little holder? I got it a couple days ago, and I put it out. I haven't opened this one, so I hope I like it. I got it for my phone and this notepad. This is what I use every single day of my life. This is a daily to-do list. This one's a little bit different. I think this one I got from Temu. They have them on Amazon. They're like $3. They're my favorite to-do list ever. I used to love sticky notes. I used to love the long notes. But this is what I live with every day. Every day. I stopped being frugal and thinking I couldn't use these, because this lasts me a long time. Every day I write my day at the top, and I fill in my to-dos. I don't necessarily fill in this stuff. Sometimes I put on here, and then at the end of the day, everything's crossed off. I wish I could do the check mark and make it nice and neat, but I don't. I just scribble it off, and then I transfer it to the next day. So I have, this is my list. That's what I live by. It's what I use. So I bought a stand. I didn't want to spend $1 million. They were all the wooden ones were like $40 on Amazon. I didn't want to spend $40 on a wooden stand. I just feel like that's not something I wanted to spend $40 on. So I saw that wooden one. It was two-toned for $20, and I'm like, oh, I'll just get that. It can't be that bad. Well, then it came, and I was like, oh, I don't really, it just looked like two pieces of wood thrown together. I didn't really like it very much at all. So I'm like, and then when I set it here and stared at it forever, I'm like, okay, I don't really like it at all. So I went on there to do the return, and for whatever reason at the bottom it gives you for your suggestion, and it had another one. It was shaped like a cookbook, and I'm like, ooh, that looks really neat. And so I thought I would get that, but then I saw this one right here. Let me see here, and it's just shaped like this, and I thought that would match my kitchen nice. So this, I'm pretty sure, is just going to slide in here just like this. How does it just go in? Oh, it just goes in, and you put this on here. So I'm pretty sure, I think some people were saying these weren't going to fit in well. It's hopefully mine is good. Oh, look at mine, goes right in. Well, even better. Let me show you. Nice. Look at that. So this, am I doing this right? That's it, just like that. Look at that. Perfect. So this right here is going to be what I want to put this on every day, and this on every day. This right here, this is what I wanted. I have orange. Let's use that. Look at it. That is that's it. That's what I wanted for my countertop. That's perfect. We have a, behind here is our alarm system, our security system tablet. We have one at our door, obviously, and we had one, and it was like in our room, but it's kind of pointless because we have it on our phone, and so they gave it to us just as a tablet. And I'm like, what if you don't, the one on the front door is hooked on the wall. This one, he just handed it to us, and she said, you can take it outside, you can do it. Well, I don't need to take my tablet with me everywhere I go. We have a tablet in the kitchen already that displays the same information. So it's great because it's the alarm, so you can shut the alarm off. That's what's good. So I'm like, in the bedroom, we have no need. I set the alarm on my phone and turn it on, turn it off with the app. So this, I'm like, this would be convenient at the back door, because sometimes you get out of bed, I don't always grab my phone, and I let Maxine out. Well, the alarm, I have to go to the front door and shut it off, but something back here would be nicer. So the bad thing is they installed it at the front door, and they wired it into the house, which is awesome, so you don't see the cord. Well, here, I'm like, there's no place to like just hang it, hook it and hang it on the wall without the cord hanging down. So I just bought a acrylic holder. I think it's acrylic, or like a white or black one, just simple plastic holder. I actually got two because I need one to lay in bed with. And I'm gonna just stick it over here by our back door, so that way, if we head outside, we can shut the alarm off, because that's the only time we need it. So that's gonna be, but I'm waiting for it. And then the cord got bent, so all night all I heard was beep, beep, and it was like battery low, and I'm like, oh. So it doesn't matter if it shuts off the other tablet recognizes that it's off and there's a low battery, so it keeps reminding you. So I'm like, okay, so I had to go find the cord. It was one of those tinier cords than the normal one, so I found it and I grabbed a block from upstairs and I came down to plug it in and the block was not working. So I'm like, so I just plugged it in here. It's charging. It's so slow. It's so slow charging, but it's charging. I'm like, I will get a block later today. So this is just gonna sit right here while it's doing its thing. But this I'm happy with. That is exactly what I wanted. White. I think that was a little bit more than 20, maybe 25. So that one, I got a name of that. So I was happy with that. So I've got that there. Jaden made some kombucha yesterday. We used to make kombucha all the time. Did I ever make it on my YouTube videos? I feel like I did way back in the day. I haven't made kombucha in a long time. We used to make it all the time, and like all the time, every I think it's like 2 weeks, the fermenting process, and then we stopped drinking it, so we haven't had it forever, and so now it's the craze for everybody. So Jaden was drinking it, she was buying it, and I'm like, that's so expensive. I'm like, you can make it for literally pennies, mind you. So I bought her the set and everything to buy it on Amazon for Christmas. So she made her first batch of kombucha. It's just sitting there. She's got to add her stuff to it. So I'm like, that'll be a fun thing for her to do today. And then something else I wanted to share. I got a PR box from Jeulia. Valentine's Day is coming up. If you don't know, it's my birthday and it's Madeline. Madeline's birthday is actually on Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day around our house is special because it's her birthday, but it's also a wonderful time of year. So they sent this PR package. I thought this was beautiful. This is something they have right now. I'm like, this is great just for the presentation. Look at this. Ready? Look at how beautiful it is. I was like, my girls are fighting over who wants this box. And then look at this jewelry. Let me show you this set. Isn't that so pretty? I thought that was so pretty. This is really pretty. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I thought this was a beautiful set. Such pretty. My girls are all like, Mom, we love that. So I'm like, I don't know which one's gonna get it. They might have to fight over it. The box in itself is just gorgeous. They always have a good way that they present their jewelry and send it to you, but this I thought was a great marketing thing. So if you want to get any Valentine's gifts for anyone that you love, or put a little hint to your significant other or your spouse or boyfriend and say, hey, here's something I really, really like. This is a great piece right here. This is great. It's like a nice set with the necklace and the ring. Very pretty. I think we're gonna go with the purple theme today. This is a very comfy apron from Miss Barbara. So I'm gonna get out, we have a lot of veggies in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna get those out, wash them up, we'll make a nice veggie tray, we'll be able to munch on that today. And I think I'm gonna get my kale out and make a kale salad. I'm gonna get out my wooden cutting board. I haven't used this in a long time. I just grabbed plastic for the ease. I'm gonna make a tray to put out, and then I've got some plastic ones here where I'll put the extra in here, and then we'll store it in the refrigerator with maybe like a paper towel over it so it absorbs the liquids. They don't go bad. So let's just chop up our veggies here. Real simple and easy. Right here, I think I'll use this knife. So were my vegetable peeler people rejoicing that I finally used a vegetable peeler? I think a lot of my bad comments were always, you're wasting so much potato, you're wasting so much carrot. because I would use a knife. And so I had that in there. I'm like, I should use the carrot slicer. It works. It did. I guess if you're doing it way more like back in the day, you don't really care about wasted part of the carrot because you're trying to get this all done because you have other things to do. Where today, I'm a little more relaxed and I have not a ton of things to do. So I don't mind peeling. So now I have a nice veggie tray to snack on today. So I have this to munch, and then I left broccoli in here, and I have the other cauliflower here. I didn't cut up all my cucumbers. I just put a little paper towel in here, and it's working to not make it go bad, so that's good. So I'm hoping a few more days on here, this will be good. I'm going to make a salad. I saw where you chop up broccoli really tiny, chop up cauliflower really tiny, and I think that you do, it's the whole puree the cottage cheese, and then add some ranch powder to it. So I'm gonna try it because it's got the protein in it. So I thought, I might try that instead of having ranch, because you know ranch is not that good for you. I know, but who cares, right? But I've been seeing those and I'm like, that might be really good. So I'm gonna try that maybe after this weekend, probably not today or tomorrow, probably after the weekend because of how much I got going on the next few days. And so I thought that might be something to try. So I'll use the leftover for that recipe. So I'll put these in the refrigerator, I'll leave this out, and then let's make a kale salad. I love a kale salad. I like the one from Sam's Club the most, and then Walmart has it, and I'm like, I just don't like that because they have a lot of cabbage in it. So for mine, I just like to put the kale, cranberries, and cashews in it, and Parmesan cheese. That's it, and I think it's delicious with a poppy seed dressing. I have to make the dressing because I don't have any more, and I was buying it. They didn't sell it at my Walmart. I'm sure they sell it somewhere. I just haven't seen it. So I bought some poppy seeds. This was what, 2 months ago. I haven't even made it yet because we had enough. So I'll get a recipe out. We'll make some. I'm sure it'll be delicious. In the refrigerator, I pulled out my freezer meal chicken pot pie. So this is the second one, and this is going to go in the oven and bake. It's a little bit smaller, but I find that this one gets all of it gone versus the bigger one. So smaller, and then we have mac and cheese. I'll put in the oven and heat that up, and that will be dinner for tonight. Don't even have to make dinner. Freezer meals come in handy. So the kale, I'm just gonna put some in a bowl. The great thing about kale is it lasts a little bit longer than like if you get the leafy lettuce stuff, so you can have it in there for a while. So I'm just gonna put, I like this one because it doesn't have all the stems in it. If you get the stalk of it, which is okay, it just, you have to deal with the stems. Like sometimes you get that, like that part, and you don't want to eat that part. So kale goes a long way. So fill your bowl up and then massage it. And I see watch people do this. I'm like, why are they doing that? But when you go to eat this stuff, it's like hard and crunchy. So if you massage it, it softens it. There's a whole scientific thing around. So let's massage the kale. So that was a whole big bowl overflowing. Look at how it made it like half the bowl. So, and it just makes it softer, able to eat it. So let me go get my cranberries, and I'm just gonna do cashews because that's what I have. Use whatever you want in your recipe, and then I'll put Parmesan cheese, and then we'll get our ingredient for poppy seed dressing. I was looking at different poppy seed recipes, and I'm like, what do I do? So I went back to old cookbook, my cookbook that's just ripped apart. I'm just gonna copy this one. I guess it does use like vegetable oil, and I'm like, it's probably not the best. And I saw online you can use yogurt, but I'm like, since I'm just making this, it's better than store-bought for sure, right? Unless you're buying like a healthy version, because you're still making it yourself. So we'll just follow this one. This one is just, and I'm gonna put everything in my blender here. So this one is just a half a cup of sugar. Do I do all this? Yeah, because I can put some in the refrigerator. Half a cup of sugar. They use dry mustard. I never have dry mustard. I always use real mustard. So I guess we'll just do a little bit. It would be more concentrated, the dry stuff. Oh wait, this is brand new, isn't it? No, it's not. We'll go like that. It's 1 teaspoon, then it's got a teaspoon of salt, and it's got grated onion. We're gonna use onion powder because I don't feel like grating an onion. It's all hard. There we go, put that in there. And we gotta get some salt. And then it's a 1/4 cup of white vinegar and a cup of vegetable oil. Always taste it. It tastes great. It tastes yummy. And then you're supposed to add celery seed or poppy seeds. I do have poppy seeds, so I'm gonna add a teaspoon. Now, I guess it's okay to put it in the food processor. It's not like gonna grind it up, I don't think. Let me just mix it kind of. Poppy seed dressing. So poppy seed dressing really isn't any more than homemade. Like I'm looking at my recipes here. I like these because they're like simple and basic recipes. The Mennonites, how they cook. And I'm like, oh, it's basically you either use the oil or you use Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, and that's it. And if you had like French one, we'd add ketchup to it. So this will be really good. I will definitely shake this up and stir it and pour it on my salad when the time has come. Delicious poppy seed dressing. Definitely way cheaper than buying it. I know, we do purchase, and I'm guilty. I've got tons of salad dressings in the closet. Good to get back to cooking with some basics. I almost never do this, but I'm gonna put soap in here and do this, but it's all oily. I worked on two of these that are already yucky. I'm like, we didn't even eat them. So being aware of what's in there. So let me just clean up this. The blender definitely is still slimy because it's got the oil on it. So I think that'll be it for the kitchen for now, because they're gonna Maddie made some eggs and sausage. Some will have yogurt, depends on what they want to have for breakfast and when they're hungry. We don't eat early. Kids just are not early eaters. That's okay. And then lunch will be sandwiches, or there is leftover. There's like a burrito bowl in there. There's a couple little things they can have with the veggies here, and then we're gonna keep moving with our day. So my meal prep stuff is done for the day that I have to do, like veggies basically veggies and the salad, and that's done. I will put dinner together a little bit later today so that it can be done for dinner tonight, and it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go get kids. We're getting their bedding and the laundry and getting our reading done, all those good things that go along with an everyday life. Even though it's kind of blah looking outside, I'm like, it looks kind of dreary and rainy outside. I'm like, hopefully it doesn't rain, but I guess it's better than snow. I mean, if you like snow, I don't like snow. So I guess we'll take a dreary day, but I do miss that sunshine, and I know it's coming back. It'll be nice, I think, to see it come so soon, like we're used to, like in the mountains. Sometimes we fill our pool up in March, April, it depends. You could go in, you'd be a little frozen. So I think here, you hopefully by February, hopefully life will be looking a little bit warmer. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna go get my barefoot slippers to keep on my feet, take my apron off, and go do our reading and school things with the kids. Okay, it is the afternoon hour. Time for a midday coffee. I've only been doing the 1 cup in the morning. This is nice in the afternoon. These I got and froze them. Great ideas. I found some at Aldi for, I think they were, I want to say they were like maybe $6 during pumpkin spice season. And so I just froze some then, and then we went to the discount store and they had them for maybe, I don't know, maybe $4 or $5. I can't remember, but a deal. Freeze them. They last really good. I only like the pumpkin one. I don't like the caramel one. I don't like the mocha one for some reason. I like this one. I don't even like milk, but I do like this one a lot. So this has been something I enjoy. It's like my little pick-me-up. I feel like one bottle is, even if it's $6, it gives you 3 huge coffees. You can stretch it to 4. So for that, it's like less than $2 a coffee. Way less than $2 a coffee. So that's a good treat for myself. So what I'm gonna do is let Maxine in first. Hold on. She doesn't want to actually play with it. She just wants to take it. So what we're doing now is we did our school, got that done. Greg came home and brought Brooklyn, had some lunch, and now I'm like, okay, we finished up school, so we're done. So now I'm like, let me finish and start up our day. So the kids are upstairs taking just a few minute break. They got some lunch, and then I'm going to, my goal is deep clean bathrooms. That's my focus. Not deep clean, I say deep clean, but like organized. The boys are probably deep clean because it probably hasn't been, so they have been having the boys do it. It looks clean, it's not bad, but just go through, check it, see if I need to do it, steam mop the floors, that kind of thing. So that is gonna be my goal, and get those organized, see what I have to put in there, what I have, do I have to get rid of something like that, because the bathrooms are one of those things, there's so much space in there, we don't have that much in there because most of our stuff is down here. So we're gonna go do that. So I'm gonna go first into my bedroom. All the bedding is getting washed currently, so I'm gonna put our bedding on, and then I'm gonna vacuum my floor, vacuum my bathroom, and then steam mop in there because I haven't done that yet. Okay, so we are going to clean. Jensen just came down and he's like, I'm ready to start cleaning. So we got this right here, this is our Norwex tool. This is to clean all the things up on top of the fan blades. It works, and then I grabbed these. I just use water. The Norwex cloth work amazing. So I'm gonna give them these to wipe off their stuff and to do all their little baseboards and that, and then this is a window cloth to anything glass. I'm gonna set this up with them, show them what to do. I went upstairs and showed the kids what to do for cleaning, and this worked Do you have to keep it perfectly? No, you do as best you can. So I told them to always clean the top down, always. I have faltered and not done the top down and had dust all over everything. So I said, do your fan blades first. So I explained the importance of why do you need to clean? Why do you need to clean? I said, because you think that everything's clean, but the bacteria is growing. I said, the dust gets there, it may get wet, it get moist and grows bacteria, get you sick, all those good things of life that we're teaching. So explained how to do their fan blades. And I said, okay, next. And I divided the room in half. The boys wanted to do their own. The girls decided to work together. So I gave Jensen one side, I gave Stephen the other side, which is mostly both their own sides. Explained how they wipe off all their furniture, wipe everything down, and then wipe all their stuff off that they use, and then put it back, obviously. And then explained about the door handles, like the handles, the light switches, and then the baseboards all the way around the room, window sills, windows, all of that. So we went through that in their room, and then said, when you're done, grab your bedding off, put that, because theirs isn't down here yet, and then we'll run the vacuum in there again, and that should be good, because we steam mopped it yesterday. And then the girls, they said, we know, we're gonna do we're starting at the closet, that's 12 o'clock. So I said, you guys got this. So they're going and working together all the way around the room. I'm like, it's just two different personalities, two different things. The boys are like, we wanna get done, so tell us what we gotta do. So I did, so they're up there doing that. Girls are doing theirs, so I'll just go up and just kind of oversee and check. That's the part of being a mom. It's like, people always ask, do your kids do anything? They do a lot of things. I do a lot of things, but this is like my job. I am the mom. So the mom does most of the work. And yes, people help, and they do help. And there's been seasons where they've helped way more than they do now, just because if I had a baby or just couldn't or whatever in life. But for the most part, they're kids, and that's what I allow my kids to be. That's just my thought. That's my thought, and that's my thinking. So that's good. So they're up there doing those rooms. So I'm going to finish mine down here. I'm just run the vacuum in my room, make my bed first, real quick. Do my bed, make my bed, get that done. Run the vacuum in here, and then I'll just vacuum it. The plug-in vacuum, I don't know, you can't beat that for cleaning. The stick vacuum, it got dropped again, so I'm just like, we never hooked it on the wall. It's our own fault. We never hooked it on the wall, so it just sat up. Well, then it drops over and it breaks. So another piece broke off, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother keeping this. So we just have the plug-in one. So the only thing different is I may get another one to put upstairs, so we don't have to lug them both up and downstairs. Maybe in time, we'll see. But you have to have a place to store it. That's the problem. Upstairs doesn't have a lot of storage anywhere. Like the bathrooms, I guess I could put in the bathrooms, but there's not a whole lot of room in the bathrooms. So it could be my office is gonna be the place of it. So we'll see. We gotta find a place for the vacuum. I just don't know where. So anyways, but we're loving the plug-in vacuum. You can't beat old-fashioned. It's like the crock pot. You can't beat old-fashioned crock pot. You just can't. So let's make the bed. I threw a couple Greg's jeans in. For laundry, what I have found over the years is to help cutting down on doing it, make sure you have enough clothes and stuff for most of the week, at least the work week. And so for us, let me sit right here. Like when the kids were little, I only had a few, like when there was 10 of them at home. The little ones, I only had like 4 or 5 dresses, and that was it, just enough to wear for the week. The leggings, I think they had 5 pairs of leggings, that was it. Their socks, I had all black. I didn't do white because I didn't want to have to wash them separately. And then everybody had their own different underwear brand, so it was easy because I had like a size 2, a size 3, a size 4. That's how my underwear sizes were at the time. And then we just made it simple, so there was enough to wear. And I found that if I would do laundry like Monday, and I would do it Friday. I had a laundry day. Laundry day was Monday. It was back in the Little House on the Prairie days where Ma would do laundry on Monday. So I did all of our household laundry on Monday. It was done. I also had to do it on Friday because the reality is I didn't have enough. And so, but that helped just to do everything. That was just the way we worked it. And we moved to the mountains, and I had to not wash all my laundry on Monday because it went all to the septic. So I had to separate a little bit more. You just do what you can do. But what I have found is as long as there is enough underclothes to wear, like for us, make sure there's enough like underwear, and then for like myself, I wear leggings. So I make sure there's enough of those to wear for the week, at least 5 days a week. So what I found, I know when we moved here, I was wearing a lot more than I needed. And so then I was like, okay, so I ordered a few more to have more on hand. I keep the same color, black, because of this. Simple. I get them on Amazon. I love them. I wear them with everything. And then I keep some long ones. I've only bought, like, I think I have 3 pair of long black leggings because you don't have to wear them that much here. That seems like enough for cold days here because most of the time it's the shorter ones. And so as long as, so like the other day, someone was like running out of laundry and they're like, I don't have any, underwear. I'm like, wait, I just did laundry. And so I found, what, I just needed more. Oh, you're good. So I know the other day someone ran out of underwear and I was like, wait a minute, I just did laundry. And so I was like, okay, so they must be low or going through them more often. So I just made sure there was enough for them to get through. So in socks the same way, like Steven ran out of socks. Who knows where they all disappeared to, but he had 0 socks. And so I'm like, you don't even have 1 pair. So someone got them filtered to their pile eventually at one point, but he has enough now. So just make sure there's enough of the basics. So you're good. It's like Greg, he goes to work every day. So I had to make sure there's at least 5 pairs of jeans because that's what he wears at work all the time. So for a while he didn't have them. So then I had to think, I got to make sure I do laundry. So it's one of those things like, if you don't, then you'll be stuck without that. He has plenty of shirts, plenty of shorts, but the jeans were the low thing. So just making sure there's enough. So what I did is I threw some towels in today. Well, I grabbed some of the jeans out just to throw in with the towels because, you know, my nose washing it. And then that way there's enough. So if like next week I falter in doing laundry, there's always going to at least be some pants. So did I explain all that good enough? So just make sure there's enough Monday through Friday and then you're good. You can always do laundry, especially for kids. Okay, enough yapping. Enough yapping. Let's put the bed together. Problem is that we're all doing this deep cleaning right now. So they just took my steam mop and then they need this vacuum too. So I'm gonna have to go and swap it. I'll be right back. I acquired my steam mop back. Lots of stuff. I gave Jensen the carpet cleaner so they can clean their chairs. I don't think their chairs have been cleaned since the move. Good things to do. Let me just steam. I've never steam mopped in here. I guess if you need a satisfying floor to do that steam up on, that floor is the perfect floor for it because you can see the lines. It's nice. My ones out here there have, I don't even know what they are. Whatever, they have the design in it, so you just don't see the nice smooth lines, but that works. So this is good. I steam up this floor in here. So I'm running in between. I have to go upstairs. I gotta help Maddie. She's hanging some things in her wall that was not going up. So I'm gonna go get some nails and see if that helps. Mom's work is never done. And then I'll come back down here. I promise. I'll get down here, then we'll move our way up. I made it back to the bathroom. This bathroom, there's nothing in it. Absolutely nothing in it. We changed the mirror out. I think they had like a cool sunshiny, beachy vibe mirror, but I didn't really care for it too much. It was cute, but just not like for what we needed. So I took that down, put this up. This we had at our old house in the kitchen there going out. Loved it. So we got that, but these I don't love. So I don't have anything to put here. I do have those blue pictures, but I don't want to put them in this bathroom. I will find something else. I know I will. So I think if I just take them off the wall, it's one of those things you're in here. Eventually we're gonna change all this, and I know we will. So I'm gonna just unscrew these and get them off the wall. It'll be a hole in the wall, but there's holes in the wall everywhere. These are like glued to the wall. This is like an Amy job. This one, it's got drywall anchors, obviously, it's shoved in. So this thing is taking a beating. I'm sure there's an easier way to take this off. Say a screwdriver. Let me go see if a screwdriver looks better. Anybody else sweating with me? Oh my God. They must have like either were sweating putting this in. The screwdriver barely goes in. Maybe it's the side one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to take these out. I need to get these out. That was a job and a half. All right, yeah, these are not gonna go on my wall. I have a big hole in the wall, but again, we're repainting everything. It's okay. Having nothing in here will make me go, oh, let's get a picture for her. I don't know, probably some kind of picture. I just definitely don't like these up here, so we'll see. Okay, that pretty much, oh look, they used the cool things. That's why they wouldn't come out of the wall. Okay, that was a job and a half. I got 8 big holes in my wall. But at least those are off the wall. No one's coming in here but us. We got a mismatched toilet. We're gonna get this room done. Let me go take these out. Okay, we're gonna leave that door open for a little bit of breeze here. So this will have something on it. I don't know what. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do. We need to replace the toilet. Toilet is crooked, it's wrong. This room needs stuff. We just don't really use it that much. We even come in from the pool over there, and every time we come in, what we do, this is how we come in from the pool. We run in from the pool from outside. We don't really dry off. We put a towel on the ground and then we step on it and we just shimmy to the bedroom, because if you step on this floor, you're gonna slip and fall and break your neck. So we shimmy to the bedroom, and I'm like, we should just unlock this and come in here. It's much closer. We just forget. So this one under here, I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through. This one under here right now holds our extra beach towels. So that's it in here. I'm like, it's got a paper towel, it's got a cleaner in here, and it's got another soap. We still have Christmas, because it's about halfway still. So I have a lot of that, and I have a hand towel in here, and that's it. That's what is in this bathroom. This one's done. That's all we gotta do. This one, it's like I said, you don't really need it for anything. It's just the guest bathroom. It's just an extra bathroom. It's good enough in here. So this one's done. I had to do some flip the laundry. Ever start bedding and you put too much in and it's too heavy and it doesn't spin out properly? So that's what happens. There's 4 really heavy blankets. I'm like, ooh, that's not gonna work. So I had to take every single one out individually. You can't just do a spin. You gotta do a rinse and spin. So I'm doing that, flipping those, and then we're gonna head upstairs. All right, I'm in the boys' bathroom. Like, what is that? That's called, I don't want my brother touching my washcloth, so I'm sticking it in that medicine cabinet. A little messy, a little good. When we moved in here, I put their names on things to keep everything separate, but they don't do that anymore. So it was like where they can hang their bathing suits, because it was just everywhere. But I think we're getting into routine. We're learning where everything should go. So what I'm gonna do is, we have this huge closet, again, with a lot of space, and it's like, what are we gonna put in here? So this might be a good thing to take out some shelves, because they just pop out, it looks like. Yes, it's like mixing. Do you really have to come to the bathroom? Come on in. So maybe in time, like if we wanted to store a vacuum up here, the closet, maybe we could do it. We could just take out a couple shelves, because they really don't use anything in here. It's just the boys. This is their only bathroom. So we literally have, can you even see, 25 rolls of toilet paper on the shelf, which is good, and you never run out of toilet paper. So I think there's just a lot of stuff here. Let's see, toilet paper galore, and then they've got their, I'm assuming this is half cleaner. We need to fill that up. Their hairspray and deodorant. But I see like a shirt back here. See, boys are different than girls. They really are. And like scissors. Why are the scissors up here? So they have a little container of itch cream and hairbrush, I guess, and stuff. It's one of those closets where you're like, you could do so much better in here. But for now, it's good enough for now. I could probably, like I said, I'd take out a shelf is what I would do to make it fit better, because they have no need to fill these up. Like, they just won't use that stuff in here. Unless I take out a shelf and it gives it a little bit more room. I could do that. Let me. I got it out. Magazine's like in the closet. Why would she be in there? I'm gonna just stick this as extra up here for now. Okay, it's like one of those out of sight, out of mind. Next thing's like, this just gives them a little bit more space for their laundry basket at the bottom. It's gonna work. For now, we will do stuff in here eventually. Under the sink is just their cleaning stuff. They're the only ones that use wipes. I don't mind putting them in here. And I just got this up here. I don't really use that. But if they needed it, it's in here. Okay, I had to get a battery. So cleaned out, they had that thing on the wall. Remember those things that were so viral at one time? You had the toothpaste in it, squeeze it out, that had the cups in the bottom. It doesn't work. You have to have a certain toothpaste to fit in there, and we just don't. So they like their cups, they like it. This they like leaving out because then they know they use it. So I'm just gonna wipe everything down. This has a little bit of soap in it. I'm gonna add a little bit more, some water, and just clean. I realized that my microphone was dead, so I don't know if you heard any of my talking in there at all. We'll see. But I did the boys' bathroom, so it's their place. I'm not worried about it like super perfect because it's their zone. Eventually, a little bit more practical, maybe a shelf over the toilet to hold their stuff. I don't really know what to do in there, but for now it works. I got the shelf out of the closet, a little bit more space, cleaned out there, got everything done, cleaned their tub out. Toilet, they keep up on it really good. It's actually a very clean bathroom for a boys' bathroom, I feel like. So I steam mop the floor because I wanted to steam mop it, but there is like dirt and dust, as you could see when I was steam mopping it. But I've got the vacuum going now, so I can go back and pick that up. I just didn't want to do that first because the girls have the vacuum. So this is it for my work up here. I've done the bathroom. I'm going to check the girls' bathroom real quick. I'm going to take the laundry down, and we're still doing bedding. Steven, we're going to do the vacuum in their floor because all the dust is coming down. They've got the carpet cleaner so they can do their computer chairs to clean them. It's good, and I think I'm just gonna heat up dinner and get the popcorn machine out so we can make some popcorn for tonight. The busiest day of life. So much I do when I'm not filming, like just cleaning and helping the kids deep clean, and so going through, like some of them, like the younger ones probably never really did too much because like the old house, the girls kind of would take care of that, so just a little bit of clean. So we had to go through stuff and cleaning the bathrooms and going through and scrubbing things off. I'm like, okay, I'm done up there. So I got a package here. I'm pretty sure this is my Miracle Whip. It should be. Let's see. That's good that they used to use like big giant boxes. Looks like they cut it to fit it. So this is kind of a good thing to do so it doesn't break. Miracle Whip right here. I'll put this in the refrigerator. But this is nice because actually I'll put it in my cupboard for now. It's cheaper than buying the individual small ones, and it lasts a couple months around here, so it works. And then I got a couple of Amazon. What did we get? Oh, I got more of this because we like this. Is really good. Not so boring. All you do is cook some rice, and I did kielbasa and mixed vegetables and some eggs. It is so good. One of our absolute favorite, very simple meals. So I got some of these. These are cheap. I want to say it's $6 for that. And then the other thing I needed was these tablet holders, and that's to hold my alarm system tablet, and I wanted one for bed because I lay there and I'm like holding on to it, and I'm like, that's not ever very good when you're trying to sleep. So I tried to prop it up against something. So I wanted a little tablet. I had a wooden one, but it got broken. Went during the move. So let's see how plastic does. I'm sure it does great. Look at that. I'm sure it's perfect. U Green is the name. Let's see. I'm sure these open right here. Oh, just like that. Perfect. Let me get my tab. I'm going to stick it over here. I think I'm going to keep this over here. I don't know. I think it's going to work. I just put the bread under there. Is that perfect? No, but I think it works. Maybe something slide out. I'm not sure. I talked about doing my plastic wrap over here, cutting it down. This is like sitting here so we know it's there. It's like use the ice cream cups up, use the croutons, and there's tomatoes to be used. So then that table is just a catch-all. It's a catch-all for Jaden's kombucha and a lunch bag. It works. It works for now. Did a little cleanup. For now, I feel like this is gonna work. So toaster there, Keurig, and I just put the tomatoes in that bowl if I'm not using the bowl, and then I put my tablet by the window. I don't know if that's gonna be able to stay there or not, how the heat is. I don't know. I can get a new cord. I feel like the cord got bent, but it's the special one. I have to just make sure I can get the right one, so I need to order it because that is taking an awful long time to charge. And then I know this is better over here, so I just need to get used to it. I feel like it's nicer right next to you when you're working, but I can always drag it over. So then I just put this here. I know that works better. I know people said that, and I was like, nah, even Greg said it, and I'm like, I don't like it there. But I know I do like it there. It's the convenience thing. So I'm just gonna, I think that's good. I found Greg's lunch bag. I thought he didn't have it. And so I was using the pink one. I'm like, oh wait, the gray one's in the closet. And then I think it's good. I'm like, I feel like our mac and cheese is heating up, and I've got my, what's it called? Chicken pot pie. That's all done. I cooked it a little brown. This oven cooks really fast. So the top is a little bit, you know, a little darkened, but it tastes good. Inside is delicious. It's good. And then we've got mac and cheese on the bottom. I just heated up the whole thing. That will be dinner tonight. And the other thing I was gonna do is popcorn, but I'm like so tired. I don't want to do any more work right now, so I might not do any more. If we feel like having popcorn, we can take the machine out and have popcorn tonight. But for now, I think that's it for what I have to do. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be done. It's been a long day. I'm like, It's been a good long day. We usually like to go out for a walk. We haven't done that, so I might grab the kids and have us go for a quick walk just to get some fresh air and exercise. Come back, edit today's video, and be good. So I thank you for watching and for everything we do, staying busy, getting motivated, getting work done. We got a lot done. Our house is coming together, which is a good thing. I'm getting plans for a cleaning chart, so it's coming together in this mind right here. And I'm like, okay, probably next week I'll be able to put that together. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. So come for Gather Your Fragment Friday, and then we're gonna go have some fun as well. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.